All right, Derby fans, welcome back to either the live stream or the Derby Arena, or both if you're me or Retro. Retromancer and I have both jumped on the Twitch feed and left a comment for the announcers, and the announcers go, oh, interesting, TFG 46, that's Clofton, and I'm sitting down at the base of the stairs. Anyhow, welcome back. It is our final game of the tournament. It is going to be the Arizona Derby Dames Hotshots versus the Tilted Thunder Roller Derby All-Stars. We are going to bring you first, really quick, the referee lineup. And we wanted to thank again from the enforcers and from the agency for Los Angeles and for Tilted Thunder. Thank you for loaning us your officials. We appreciate it. We will return them only gently used. Head referee, Infidel Castro.
Game executioner, some Puerto Rican guy.
Front pack ref is Bender B. Rodriguez.
Pack back ref, insubordinate Amy.
Your jam ref, one jam ref is McWinkle.
Eye in the Sky, Meryl Streak.
Your other jam ref is Rainbow Crash.
Eye in the Sky, Transylvania.
Your OPRs, Wild Bill Hookup.
And Jack Tart.
Penalty tracker is Mama Seidel.
Penalty track assist, Gigi.
And your home penalty box, Ref Leopard.
Penalty box visitor, Rosie the Ripper.
Whiteboard is Jax to win.
Scoreboard, Retromancer.
Runner, Abby Arsenic.
And alternate, Zero Cool.
Oh, that's a typo. Alternate is Birthday Boy. Big Happy Birthday Boy is the alternate. That is your referee squad for this. Hey, blame Moxie. She told me to. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She just said acknowledge it, and then you hand me a bit, and I'm going to run with it. We're going to introduce you to the skaters here before we get started real quick. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the Tilted Thunder Roller Derby squad. Number 00, Elophobia. Number 13, Creep Suzette. Number 16, Crash. Number 25, Amelia Bearhart. Number 67, Rose Misconduct. Number 180, La Katrina. Number 211, Dope. Number 425, Legs Get 'em. Number 428, Carnia Slotta. Number 503, MK Ultra. Number 613, Dreidel. Your co-captain number 5, Sloan. And your captain number 36, Cataclysm.
For your Arizona Derby Dames Hotshots, we have 00 Novocaine. Number 4, Cherry Kiss. Number 011, Skeletori. Number 22, Mimi Mahler, who is the captain. Number 23, Murder Mittens. Number 41, Jolia Jane. Number 95, Lightning the Queen. Number 151, Ash Smash'em. Number 300, Dolly Spartan, who's the co-captain. Number 600, Thigh Voltage. Number 616, Aunt Tifa. Number 623, Holly Hood. Number 835, Scaring Yeager. And 1981, Sandra Slay O'Connor.
Fantastic. We are about ready to kick this thing off. Ready to go. And, of course, we always want to throw a happy shout out to our infield medic, which is Nacho Mama for this bout. And as we always say, hopefully you just get to park it there and watch people skate. That is always our hope. We're ready to go. Some applause from the crowd. Game 7, final game of Chingadera 2024. That's kind of funny, like I said. It was weird. Chingadera 4 years ago. Little did we know. Anyway, it's just good to be back at a Chingadera and announcing, am I right? At the jammer line for Tilted Thunder to start things off is Crash.
And for the Hotshots, that is Sandra Slay O'Connor.
Tilted Thunder have switched to their purple jerseys, which I thoroughly approve of. And don't tell Paul Lucas because he will disagree. Crash is up to the front of the pack and has run squarely into Mimi Mahler. Meanwhile, Sandy is going to get just a little shove off balance by number 25. That Sandy's back up again and fighting through, and Sandra Slay O'Connor is your lead jammer for Arizona.
Meanwhile, Crash is still stuck behind a wall of Hotshots. That is Mimi and Lightning and Murder Mittens.
Sandy sort of sliding down the wall towards the inside. 15 seconds left in the jam.
It looks like Crash has joined the defense to stop Sandra Slay O'Connor from getting more points.
Yeah, and so far effective. Sandy, yeah, yep. Interesting. I like when I say seems to be effective, and then I saw the hip dip. We'll check the score. And there's a 3 for the Hot Shots. I thought I saw the hip dip around, and I heard the voice behind me say lap jammer, and it's not I'm not supposed to announce that till they do, but I kind of chuckled because I thought, well, apparently she did get the hip around her. All right, so 3 points for the Hot Shots to start the scoring. We're going to be looking at Legs Get 'em on the jammer line. Get used to hearing that name.
And Skeletori for the Hot Shots. Oh, Skeletori took.
Oh, both of them. Both of them right through. Legs Get 'em out front. Skeletori's back in behind. We got ourselves a jammer race. They're going to barrel down into the front straightaway. Pack is going to slow down, so Legs Get 'em is going to come up. There's a 3-wall around the backside, crashes into the back of somebody, onto the infield, back up, and calls it off.
I think both got points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was going too fast to see, but I think she ran into the back of Novocaine, who was nearly stationary, and that's probably why that happened.
Oh.
1 point for the Hot Shots, however. And let's see. Yeah, wow. 1 point for the Hot Shots, none for Tilted Thunder.
Some penalties, people coming down. That's number 95, Lightning the Queen for the Hot Shots.
Your jammer for Tilted Thunder is number 180. That's La Katrina. Lightning just kind of do-si-does around that last blocker for Tilted Thunder and is out and clear for Arizona. La Katrina is stuck at the back behind Scarin Yeager and Ash Smash'em.
Mimi playing some offense, keeping one of the Tilted Thunder people away from the wall. Is effective. Lightning's coming back around for some more points. Lightning
weaving through the pack, hair blowing in the fan by the door breeze coming on through. Oh yeah, I'm not me no word good. You know, Lightning goes around the outside, loops around the do-si-do move again, spinning around, watching the clock. Ash Smash'em's extremely distinctive shorts just went by. La Katrina now reestablishes at the back of the pack, and Lightning calls it off in the back straightaway. Yeah, interesting in bouts where you announcer tip, Mary, is that you'll see things and you'll be like, I wonder, certain ways I can remember skaters. I'm not ever not going to know who Ash is in this bout.
Yeah.
The
Yesterday
shorts.
on I think it was San Diego, Sugar Rage with the
leopard shorts.
Yeah,
exactly. You saw it, and that's exactly what I saw.
Oh, I think it's a power jam for the Hot Shots.
It is a power jam. We had a 15-point jam for the Hot Shots, and it's going to be a power jam.
That's Dolly Spartan skating the power jam for the Hot Shots. I believe it's a full pack, except for
I would agree with that.
Jammer. And Dolly just slides right through.
Yeah, they got Sloan goaded at the back of the pack, and Sloan, not for lack of effort, Sloan is running in place like they're on a treadmill, trying to push the pack and is just grinding it along. Dolly finishes it off another scoring pass, coming around for more. That last blocker for Tilted Thunder is, just now is going to dip back into play at just the right time, but I was going to say was, at the moment I looked, was like a mile in front of the pack. Dolly finishing off that scoring pass. 10 seconds left, and she knows it, so she saw the scoreboard coming down the back straight. See if she's able to get back. You got 3, you got 2, you got 1, and some points. Definitely some. We will have to see how many.
That was a very good power offense for the Hot Shots.
Yeah, very, very good indeed.
Once again, we've got Crash for Tilted Thunder.
And that is Ash Smash from number 151 for the Hot Shots.
In her distinctive shorts.
About ready to go. And it ended up being an 11-point jam for the Hot Shots there.
Crash out in the front against Mimi Mahler.
And then Ash is able to get those last 2 blockers driven away from the pack. Crash had been towards the front and just kind of got tangled up with Mimi and I think Sandy back there and ended up letting Ash through. And so now Ash is your lead jammer.
It looks like the Hot Shots only have 2 blockers out there, so they are having to kind of conquer and divide.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer, that's the saying.
There you go, exactly. So you saw Crash get out at the back as well to force the call off. So 4 more for Arizona. 9 minutes to go, first quarter. You've got Elophobia on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder.
And Hollyhood for the hot shots.
Yeah, and that reminds Mary, do me a favor. Don't let me forget to talk about the minor assaults programs and things like that, all right?
Okay.
I forget things. Elophobia running right through the pack. This is Jam 6, Seattle. Excuse me, my goodness, I always overgeneralize. The Tilted Thunder Roller Derby, which is based in Everett, Washington. My apologies. Elophobia is your lead jammer. Wow, runs right into, my goodness. Trucked right over Dolly Spartan, did Elophobia.
Very good job.
That was a move, man. I mean, Dolly Spartan is not easy to knock over. I mean, Amelia Bearhart is on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder. You're interrupting. I was telling a story.
Amelia
I'm just kidding.
Bearhart shares my number, so
Yes.
I feel camaraderie.
Right.
And by the way, that's Murder Mittens, who takes the low and is out for the hot shots. Amelia Bearhart is stuck between, I think that's Scaren Yeager and Sandra Slay O'Connor.
Indeed. Sandy has the scrapper's helmet. Announcer tip. See, yeah, that's how you can tell. Anyway, that is Murder Mittens sliding through. Murder Mittens coming around again.
I think, yeah, for the second scoring pass. Ooh, so smooth, so nice.
Yeah, very much. Was able to kind of came through a little off balance and was able to kind of catch themselves and stay upright. That jammer at the back of the pack for Tilted Thunder is trying to call out some help.
Yeah.
Excellent block by Scaren Yeager, though. Just kind of got Carney Aslada on a roll and then got out of the way of Murder Mittens, who's coming around for another scoring attempt. Looks like all the Arizona blockers have their assignments. Murder Mittens gets through and calls it off. We're going to head. All right, we got our first team timeout of the game. The Tilted Thunder Roller Derby All-Stars are going to call this one off. Ends up being double headlights from the infield for the Hot Shots. 20 points on the previous jam. Take a brief timeout here. Looks like the team timeout for Tilted Thunder. And the referees are going to get together and talk this over momentarily.
We got Cherry Kiss on the line for the Hot Shots.
Your jammer for the Tilted Thunder is MK Ultra. Cherry gets up into the rail. MK Ultra to the inside. Cherry's going to break free as well. MK Ultra is aware of it and is trying to stay in front. Arms pumping, both of them trying to get some more momentum. They're both up to the task. Cherry is gaining maybe a little. MK Ultra the inside. Cherry takes lead. MK Ultra up into the rail and Cherry Kiss takes lead jammer. Now MK Ultra's having trouble getting through the pack, gets a blocker. Here comes Cherry Kiss as now the lead jammer for Arizona and is going to pick up a jammer point. And now MK Ultra does get out through that scoring pass. Cherry's in front, 14 seconds left, and Cherry's going to try to at least win with the net gain. Gets through and calls it off. All right, well, that was okay. We're checking on the score here. It's 4 for Tilted Thunder, so we were figuring that, unofficially. Amelia Bearhart is... I'm in the middle of speaking. That is downright rude.
That's Sandra Slay O'Connor being sassy on the jammer line, and Amelia Bearhart for Tilted Thunder.
All right, Hot Shots ended up scoring 15, I believe.
Oh,
on
Sandy
that, so
grabbed
68 to
hold
8.
of Ash's shorts and was able to get around on the low and get through that last player out in the front. Amelia Bearhart stuck behind a 3 wall of hot shots. Oh, Sandy got some offensive help. Or she just went through her wall. That's what happened.
Sandy now coming down through the turn with 25 seconds left on the clock. Still grinding against that back wall. Still trying to get through. Sandy this time takes a hit.
It looks like Tilted Thunder, yeah, they only have 2 blockers out there. So,
yeah, Amelia Bearhart's going to settle in here in a blocker roll at the back. They're going to form a 3 wall. And effective. They do run it up to the top and get Sandy pinned to the rail, and the clock expires. So, good choice to go to good choice to go to jammer defense there.
Yeah.
And that's a good move. Sometimes you see, and you as a skater, you can speak to this, but you'll see something like that where a jammer has to be like, you know what, honestly, I can keep trying to get points. I might get 1. Let me keep them from scoring a bunch.
You have to make decisions.
Right.
About
really,
that, yeah.
everybody on the track's got to be ready to do any job at any time. You can't, if you're jamming and it's like, well, now we got a wall up.
Right.
So, yeah.
We got an OTO right now.
OTO. Some Puerto Rican guy signaling that. We've got the hot shots at 78 and Tilted Thunder at 8. So an OTO to discuss this. 4:18 left in the first quarter. It's funny. I'll ask somebody to remind me something, but by saying it out loud, I can remember it in my ears because my auditory memory is very strong. So you don't need to remind me that I was going to mention. Minors programs around the country, while this timeout is happening, jump in the Twitch chat. If your league, and again, bank track, flat track, I don't care. If your roller derby league practices on a gravel court, I'm running out of ways to make metaphors. It's like similes. Anyway, jump in the chat. Let us know about any minor or juniors programs associated with your league. Let us know what's going on with them. Let's tout your juniors leagues if you have one. Or if you know of one, let us know what they've got going on. Where are they? When are they? Things like that. I'm checking in with Mary. Just to verify, Mary, you've been 10 to 17 years old for some time, correct?
Yeah, for 7 years.
Okay, yep. All right, math checks out. So here in Arizona, here in the Phoenix area, I mean, I know, for example, I know that the AZRD, the Arizona Roller Derby, has their own minor program. We have the minor assaults, which is why I tied Mary in. Mary's one of our skaters with the minor assaults. Wears number 25, as you said.
Yeah.
And anybody ages 10 to 17, they will take skaters. And basically, if you show any basic skating skills and a willingness to be learn and train, we'll be getting back to this here. I'll pick it up after this jam. Because I was going to ask you a couple things about that. This is going to be Dolly Spartan for Arizona.
And 211, Dope for Tilted Thunder.
I can safely say this is the first time, I think this is the first time Dope is skated with Tilted Thunder maybe, but definitely the first time Dope is jammed.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dope, right, trying to get through. Dolly to the inside. Getting through, and Dope got out after a large forearm to the
It was just kind of like perfect
area.
timing.
Yeah,
Dolly
really
got out,
Big
got
hit.
the jammer point, and was, coming back around for some more.
And Dolly sliding in there. Yeah, the next break in the action. I will remember that because I kind of wanted to talk about your experience in the minors program.
Do I hear Power Jam talk? Yeah.
It looks like we do. It looks like we've got an Arizona hot shots.
Power Jam! Woo! No? Okay. That's Scaring Jaeger.
Excuse me, Mary said Power Jam. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Underway. It's a three blockers for Tilted Thunder. We got 2 for Arizona, so they're going to form a 2-wall at the back to goad one skater.
Penalty heavy jam, the last one. Dang, that's no good.
All right, now Amelia Bearhart's going to try to break through. It's going to at least reroute. The skaters in front are still out of play, unfortunately, but Amelia Bearhart is just walking sideways with their skates.
Amelia Bearhart's pushing. The gap closed. They're in play now.
And now they're closed in, and now those blockers were in play at least for a moment, at least to slow down Scaring Jaeger.
Yeah, Scaring Jaeger was able to run them back out, unfortunately.
Again, watch this on the camera coming by you with 17 seconds left in the jam. Walking sideways just to get traction, and then look at Murder Mittens is standing on her toe blocks.
Yeah.
And Amelia Bearhart is driving her backwards. I invite you to look at the physics of what is occurring in front of your eyes. That is stupid. That is just dumb. And Amelia Bearhart's just smiling and laughing like, yeah, no big deal. I just pushed a human that was standing on rubber blocks, actively pushing against me, slid him backwards like a tackling dummy. See, like, I'll rant and rave about this stuff. I can't do sports. My legs are, I joke about my legs, but if I'm on my hands and knees, I cannot push myself to my feet. That's a statement. Without something to pull me upright with, I need help.
We got Skeletori on the line for the Hot Shots, and Legs Get 'em.
Legs Get 'em once again for Tilted Thunder. Both out, obviously, as you've heard the crowd say and have probably already seen on the screen. So Tori's going to catch up, try to get up in there, and Tori gets knocked down
Tori
hard.
takes a fall.
Look
they
out.
both take a fall. Oh.
Tori got knocked down, and we have. All right, I was just making sure everybody was up. We're going to have an OTO. Checking here. All right, official timeout. Yeah, there was a big collision, and a bunch of skaters got tied up there at the end. So, just making sure it was not an official, an injury timeout before we proceeded on. So, an OTO, they're going to have to talk about some scoring here. Anyway, timeout. So I did, yeah. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. I was just waiting for the scoring to get sorted out, which it has. And this will pick up, but it's okay to talk about it. Really, we talk about when we read our sponsor reads for the minor assaults, it's, help you with life skills far beyond roller derby. And I mean, I was like, you ought to have been 7 years. Like, I mean, honestly, think of yourself when you were 10 to now. Like, is it like things that you learned in derby? How have you applied that to high school and stuff?
Well, I don't know. It definitely made me a lot more confident. Is that JJ? Juliet Jane?
That is JJ.
She's out. She's lead for the Hot Shots. I don't know who that is for Tilted Thunder, but they're stuck behind a 3-wall of Hot Shots who
JJ does get through. It's JJ's first.
Out of play.
That's Creep
in the
at the back. Thank you. Creep Suzette. We didn't really have a good angle to see that.
Oh.
So here comes JJ. Watching him come through here. Still trying to drive up there is Creep at the back wall. JJ is going to wind through along the bottom. The jam clock's going to expire before the quarter clock, so we will have one more jam this quarter. JJ's trying to get around for one more scoring pass.
Creep
up
Suzette.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like they switched to
well, I didn't mean to
for a
put you on
second.
the spot, Mary, but I can tell you this. Here's the thing. How many viewers do we have in Twitch right now? Do you happen to know? You have your phone open? I don't, because Twitch would kill my phone. I'm just curious. Probably a pretty handful, yeah, right? Just curious. Make a point here in a second. I'll tell you.
We got some, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you're on a Twitch broadcast, and you're in front of all these people at a roller derby arena, and you're sitting here on a microphone emceeing a roller derby game.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a live stream on Twitch, and you just like, I think it made me more confident. So I would like to point out that you're emceeing you're emceeing a sports event. So you undersell yourself. I think you're pretty confident. Anyway, I apologize. I just wanted to wanted to lay some praise on Mary a little bit.
I appreciate it.
It'd be a timeout. That is the end of the quarter. It ends up being 1 point for the Hot Shots.
No, I definitely could not have announced or done anything like this first couple of years of my derby career.
How many 17-year-olds would just comfortably sit up here? You're just sitting here. You're shooting the breeze with me. I'm just some 42-year-old guy. You're sitting next to me, and we're announcing like we've been an announcing team. I feel like something may have made you. I mean, it's something that but still, adult people that I know won't do karaoke because they're afraid of being embarrassed. Often, lots of people. Raise your hand if you would never do karaoke in the audience over there. See? People have no problem admitting it. Like Freya Hugs goes with me to karaoke. I have to beg her to sing Jewel, and I have to beg them to sing Jewel, and they sing Jewel beautifully. And they don't believe me. But the thing about it is, though, is that, here you are. I mean, look at Crash, Rainbow Crash on the infield, and we're off the live stream, so I'm just talking to the crowd here. But Rainbow Crash on the infield. Crash is 16, 17, yeah?
16?
16?
Crash, how old are you?
Oh, they're busy.
Oh.
Yeah, they actually can't really hear you that well in the infield.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. But yeah, 16, 17. And then you're 17, and it's like, you're up here announcing this bout with me. Crash is one of our skating refs. Not even like, look, I could NSO if I had to. If you gave me a clipboard and a set of instructions, I could, see.
Respect to the skating refs.
You know what I mean? Like Crash has to know all the rules at speed while people are shouting no at you on roller skates going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but then also with Mary, just skates on our minors team too. You know, not even members of our adult league, but both of the two of you hold down like adult level jobs. You know, I think that's pretty impressive. That's sort of what I was getting around at. That's why I tout Crash all the time. So yeah, absolutely in the chat, we're not on. I keep saying that, but no, honestly, our minor assaults program here at AZDD. If you don't know about it, I mean, chances are you probably do, but yeah, tell people about it. Honestly, I don't have any children, but I have nephews, no nieces, but I do have nephews, and the older two are already into baseball, so, I mean, that's fine. But, you know, if I know of anybody, like I have friends who have kids, and if there's anybody where I ever met their kid, and I'm just like, you know what, I bet you would like to put a helmet on and go skate at people. Like, I would not hesitate to recommend the minor assault. So even if you don't have children of your own, like, if you know somebody who's got a friend who's got a kid who would just, like, you watch this and you're like, they would live here. Like, send them. And there's no tryout period for the minor assaults. It is always open. Coach Alan ILH is sitting right there by the Lost Dutchman Tattoo Eagle. Honestly, if you're here in the arena and don't know about it, ask Al, ask anybody involved. Like, we love the minor assaults, and we'll steer anybody towards it. You know we like the minor assaults. We feature them on our bout cards. You know? See what I mean? We you know how much we like our minor assaults is we sell tickets to their scrimmages, technically speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, if we just thought the minor assaults was just something, it'd be like, yeah, whatever, you'll see them skate when they're ready. No, like, we want people to come and watch the growth process.
One of our new minors, actually, their first game was yesterday.
Really, who?
Yeah, Samaya Mayhem. Yeah, their first game was against LA, so that's that's a fun story to tell.
Great.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, I don't know who they are, so what's their number? I got to memorize it.
I do not know.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
All right. Okay, well, I mean, I'll get it the first time I see a roster, but
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, honestly, here in the arena, like, as you're just listening to us, we're just musing, whatever. Like, our minors do bout jobs. Here's Crash. One sec. Got to hold it like that. So, but I'm the one that realized how to hold it, and I keep forgetting. That's how flaky my brain is. Like, everybody, it's really important to hold your microphone like this. Anyway, everybody. Yeah. No, I wax rhapsodic about causes that I am passionate about, and like I've seen, the first bout I announced was 7 years ago this weekend. It was Chingadera 2017. So, like, I've seen you come up through the minors, and, like, yeah, you announced with me, like, a couple of times a couple of years ago, too, and you were quieter and shyer. And so it was like I was waiting for you to work around to the confidence thing, and I'm glad you settled on that first. That's what I was working towards, because I can objectively state that you have become a more, I mean, yeah, you've gotten older, but hell, I was a scared geek until I was, like, 34.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. It's good to see younger people get into things where they can be themselves and not fear it.
Mm-hmm.
We are back to the action. We're back on the live stream.
Is this
It is.
Tilted Thunder Power Jam? Yay!
Power Jam.
That's
Legs get 'em.
Legs get 'em.
Honestly, you could say that's legs get 'em and probably have a 50-50 shot of being right. It is 42 seconds to go in the power jam, so legs get them. Tilted Thunder power jam to start things off here in the second quarter.
It looks like the Hot Shots, they have 3 blockers up there. Right now in the front, that's Lightning the Queen, Ash Smash'em, and in the back, that's Sandra Slay O'Connor.
We've got quite a fight going on at the front of the pack.
Yeah.
Lightning the Queen is getting knocked around. My goodness, they're spinning and get
That's
some help.
hard
Now
to
they
do,
got a blocker
to knock Lightning
trying
around.
to get around,
yeah.
and Lightning's going to get spun. Look at this. Legs get him to the inside, and now Ash Smash'em is in on it. Now they get a blocker. Going to try to Springer, and it's Lightning again. They got 6 seconds left, trying to get around. Lightning's up to it. Here comes, and then tiptoes off, and then the clock expires. What?
Yay, defense!
What? I want to cheer no matter which side you were cheering for
Also,
there.
legs get him. That was
Wow.
really good.
Look at
Cheers
that
to
nonsense.
you, too. Everybody on the track. That was
If
so
you
good.
don't clap right now, Al Annihilate is going to grab your wrists and clap your hands for you. Don't make Al get up. It'll just make her angrier.
That is MK Ultra for Tilted Thunder and Skeletori for the Hot Shots.
Yeah, absolutely. MK Ultra jammed a lot for Tilted Thunder in their first bout, and then not as much in the second. Now back to it here, so you can see the strategy is rotate your jammers when you've got 2 games in a day. Oh, we wanted to mention, excuse me, important to mention, clerical note, the Tilted Thunder team are intentionally skating 1 skater down to save their skaters, as we have seen a couple of times in this tournament. So the penalty situation may not necessarily match the penalty box, etc. Meanwhile, yeah, just look out. MK Ultra sliding in at the end, trying to catch up, and just sort of slid in at the end. Dolly gets the points, calls it off. Yeah, we wanted to mention that. Just live stream for the live stream's sake, really, so that you're not looking at the pack and trying to figure out why there's people sitting in the penalty box when there weren't penalties. That's all.
All the way in the back here, we got Creep Suzette for TTRD.
You got Joliet Jane for Arizona. And JJ is going to almost get clear. Does get clear. Look at that. Got tangled up with Sloan down there just going into the corner, and they both went up in the infield.
I don't think JJ came all the way off, so they were able to just stand back up. Creep Suzette, meanwhile, was stuck behind a 4-wall for a second, and then Scarin Yeager came back up to play some offense for Joliet Jane.
Now one of the skaters for Tilted Thunder in there trying to clear some space. JJ gets through again. It's 23 seconds left on the jam clock. Pack is just kind of grinding up towards us right now. They're trying to clear some space and trying to get in JJ's way. JJ is going to duck down to the inside. Carney Aslaudo is up there, and JJ found a route through. Meanwhile, following JJ through is the jammer for Tilted Thunder. Creep Suzette. Took me a minute. We'll check on the score there. It's going to be 15 for the Hot Shots, 146-14. Naturally is Amelia Bearhart on the jammer line.
And Dolly Spartan.
And Dolly Spartan. I also find it amusing that it's a 25 and we at Emeritus have an Amelia Bearhart.
I know, yeah.
Which is also fun.
Amelia, if you're watching this, I miss
right.
you.
Out of the pack goes Dolly Spartan for the Hot Shots. A collision there at the back of the pack, and everybody's up and okay.
Amelia Bearhart struggling, pushing really hard. Oh, on the high. Well, now on the low. That was a hit by Holly Hood, and that's thigh voltage in a wall right there. Amelia Bearhart, look. Oh! Amelia Bearhart goes around on the high and is right in front of Dolly, who looks like she's going for the jammer point.
Well, Dolly is going for the jammer point, but Amelia Bearhart's trying to hold it off, is going to try to stay in front of her. They're going to go shoulder to shoulder, and Dolly gets it. Dolly gets up underneath. Wow, that was again, what a job by both of them. Wow, and then just to be like, just leaning into somebody's shoulder and then not fall when they move. Like, try doing that while on wheels at 30 miles an hour. Meanwhile, 10 points for the Hot Shots.
Ooh, I think Amelia Bearhart committed a penalty in the last jam, so we've got
as such.
Ass Smash'em by herself, power jam for the Hot Shots.
That's right. Ash up there, second time Ash is jammed here in this bout this afternoon. Gets knocked down by Carney Aslaughter, their mid-pack. Excuse me, legs get him. Very similar numbers at a distance. And Ash was way back there, had to reestablish way back behind the pack. Now it's going to build up some speed. Going to duck to the inside and then get by on the inside again. Got by 2 skaters in a row.
With about 30 seconds left, Ash has time to get some points. So there's a 2-wall of Tilted Thunder skaters in the back.
And Ash
MK
gets knocked out.
Ultra came in with a hit, but also came off.
Yeah, I was going to say a succession of clearing blocks there. Was that Elophobia wiped out Ash, and then somebody came along and wiped out Elophobia. Ash does finish the scoring pass, and we've got no time left on the jam clock. 5-point power jam for
Good job,
Ash.
Ash. Yay, defense! That was a very good defensive power jam.
It extremely was. I was going to say, we've talked a lot about what me and Bill Kills Bill and myself used to. We had a thing where 7 to 8 points we feel like is kind of like, okay, that's a push. That basically means it was neutral. 10 is like that's a good one, and then anything anything in double digits is good. And then but a 5 is that's a good defensive stand.
For skaters, it's 10 or more is a successful power jam. So yeah.
Well, I feel glad that me sitting up here from a distance came to the same conclusion. So that means at least I'm perceiving the game correctly.
I would say if as long as you came around twice, you did a good job. So 7, 8, is.
That's sort of what Bill and I always thought. Bill and I would sit up here, and neither one of us, Bill's probably touched a roller skate in his life, I would assume.
Yeah.
I did once. I went to Skateland in 6th grade, and they were like, try it. I was like, I can't. My ankles are surgically reconstructed. They're like, how bad could it be?
Oh.
And I put on roller skates, and both of my ankles went out, and I fell down with both of my ankles rolled. So I took the roller skates off. So yes, very briefly, I did stand in roller skates. It lasted about 1 second. And then the outsides of my ankles were the ones they went in and tore up and reconstructed when I was 6 and 7 years old. Yeah, no, my legs, it goes deep. So here I am 5 years off of having my ankles rebuilt. They haven't even taken the implants out yet. And all these people are like, go, put these roller skates on. So yeah.
No.
So then I rolled both my ankles out. So yeah, when you roll both your ankles, which way do you fall? I don't remember, to be frank. Anyway, yeah, so I had a lifelong fear of roller skates, but not derby.
Oh my God, one of my friends, it's so funny. She also is really scared of roller skates, so she comes here and she's like, I don't know how you do it. Anyway, that's Thigh Voltage on the line.
That's Volti jamming for the first time for Arizona. Had a blocker kind of swing by, and then Volti takes off.
And Crash
really
for
those
TTRD.
Arms into it. Yeah, Crash for TTRD, and Crash is just pushing a 3-wall forward by herself, so no big deal. Whatever. And here comes Volti. Now, Volti. Oh, goodness, Volti. Volti, that was so unkind. You're usually so nice. What? Just took Sloan by the collarbone and just shoved her out of the way. That's frightening. Here comes Volti to the outside. Crash tried to Volti down to the inside and barreling through there.
Hollywood, Cherry Kiss, and Skeletori are doing some great defense. Keep Crash out. And it looks like Tilted Thunder is forming a 4-wall in the back.
Effective. Again, you had the 2 largest skaters up at the top. But Volti's going to fight through.
That had to hurt, though, the way Volti
it probably
hit
did.
the rail.
It probably did. But look at Volti getting some dap on the bench, giving some to Cherry for the blocking, I'm pretty sure. That's what you do. You get a power jam, you come off and thank your pivot. It's like buying your offensive lineman fancy steaks after the season.
Yeah. That's Scaren Jaeger for the Hot Shots and MK Ultra for Tilted Thunder.
Scaren Jaeger is already out. MK Ultra is going to fight up to the high side. Ash Smash'em is kind of tracking. And there's JJ down there as well. And then MK Ultra trying to get by and just gets clipped off by Murder Mittens back there. It takes me a second to cycle through what name Murder Mittens is currently going by in my brain because I memorize everything, so I have to cycle through to the 3rd file for number 23. Meanwhile, there's Scaren Jaeger.
This is their 2nd scoring pass? Yes?
What was that?
Is it their 2nd scoring pass?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the 2nd. And now there goes MK Ultra, is able to kind of ricochet off Murder Mittens that time and shake clear.
Scaren Jaeger's probably coming around for the last couple of points before calling it, so MK Ultra doesn't get any
go. Yeah, interestingly, I'm surprised I knew the answer to that because when I'm talking, I don't count. And so there was a scrimmage once where I was announcing, and they were like, can you also keep score and serve as our whiteboard? And after one jam, I said, no. No, because I'm talking. My hands, while I'm talking, that's what my brain is doing.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, wasn't that
right? Yeah.
Wasn't that jam like 15 points? They're like, no, that was 5. I was like, oh, whoops.
That's
anyway,
Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood for Arizona is already out. Legs get them. 425 for Tilted Thunder. As fighting is kind of mid-pack right now. Hollywood's out and clear. And
that's Dolly Spartan and Cherry Kiss holding Legs Get them out in the front.
And Legs gets pushed off to the inside and still just trying to grind and push that pack. Now the Tilted Thunder's got to bring it up at the back as Hollywood down to the inside, dodges a block from Elaphobia and gets right through the turn. And there goes Legs Get 'em to try to cap this to one final scoring pass for Hollywood.
I love tournaments because, like, especially, like I was saying yesterday, after so many years, because I've known these people since I recognize these people since I was a small person.
Of course.
And, like, MK Ultra, Elaphobia, Creep Suzette, like, some of these people I've seen skate for a very long time, and it's so nice to be able to see them skate again.
And we're going to roll into a timeout here. Let's see what kind of, but I was going to mention something that I can relate this to. It's going to be a team timeout, so it'll be 60 seconds. But what I was going to mention is that, obviously yesterday I mentioned a couple of times I did the first 2 bouts, and then I went to an improvised theater festival in Mesa. It was the Sonoran Valley Improv Fest at the Mix Center. And it's wrapped up. It went really well. I performed last night. I can barely walk today because I perform with zero respect for life and limb, of which I should respect them. They're not great. So, you know, whatever. Don't try to pick up your 125-pound troop mate and carry him around on your shoulder when you're me. Regardless, I went and did that. But the reason I bring it up is because this was sort of the first festival type thing where, like, people that I used to perform with, say, like, a very good friend of mine, I'll name drop, but Roland Lope. Interestingly, Roland knew the Derby Dolls. So he'd actually been to Derby Dolls bouts. I was talking with him last night. And
that's cool.
I sit at Derby. I sit at improv and yak about Derby, just like I sit at Derby and yak about improv. So I'm talking with Roland, and I was like, you ever seen the LA Derby Dolls? And Roland says, yeah. And so, but I hadn't seen Roland in person since like 2018.
Yeah.
We've kept in touch on Facebook, but just to see him in person was just like, we hugged, we sobbed. It was just emotional.
Right.
And I completely understand what you're saying. It's that way with everything. Yeah.
At the last Roller Rages, I saw Afro Jamurai, who was a Tilted Thunder peep. And, there goes Lightning the Queen on the high. And, like, it was really nice to see her. We talked and for a second, and it's so cool because now she's an adult and doing her own things, and
Lightning.
People are cool.
Good. Yeah, it's
nice
really
to see them again. I think that is Creep Suzette.
That is Creep Suzette.
Yep.
Playing just straight defense at this point, lining up, trying to stop Lightning. That is Lightning's second scoring pass. And we've got Creep Suzette. I believe that's Crash. And then not sure who the silver helmet is, but we'll get that for you in a moment. That's not Crash, sorry. It's Rose. Rose, number 67, is that pivot back there. And then hooked up, trying to get through, trying to push. And that'll do it. I like 25 there. Amelia Bearhart was just kind of trying to push the blockers out of the way. So let's take a look. It looks like we had a penalty on the jammer for Arizona. So at the jammer line for Tilted Thunder, it's a power jam for Elaphobia, which is the fear of elephants in Latin. There we go. Down to the inside, Elaphobia forced up to the high side, trying to find an opening. Now it's going to just kind of take a running start and try to follow that Arizona skater, but door closes. Still fighting as it has proceeded. Elaphobia is just still trying to find an opening and drive through that wall. As yet unsuccessful. They were trying to run the accordion, and now Ella's going to run for the inside and
be taken out by Hollywood.
Hollywood closed that door, so Elaphobia now going to get back up. There's 21 seconds left on the clock. Elaphobia now up to the 3-wall at the front of the pack. Still trying to get through, just kind of trying to do a start and get through. Gets a couple of blocks there. And Elaphobia, they're going to go ahead and Elaphobia frustratedly takes the star off and heads back to the bench, frustrated by the Arizona defense.
Al says yes.
Again,
defense.
once again,
good job.
Again, I'm pretty sure a jammer yanking off their star in frustration is Al's favorite thing. Even more than just defense, but defense that anchors.
Once again, that's legs get 'em for Tilted Thunder.
And it's Joliet Jane again for Arizona. We got 2:21 to go until halftime. Checking the clock. Oh, Chicken and Waffles is going to be leaving. They're probably already wrapped up. So, anyhow, no Chicken and Waffles at lunch. Have a snack bar. JJ gets out of the pack and is your lead jammer for Arizona. Trying to spin around, legs trying to find an opening. JJ gets knocked down, and then a couple of skaters fall over. Now weaves on through and finishes the scoring pass, does JJ. And Tilted Thunder Jammer is going to lock up at the back so they can do a 3-wall. And now takes off. And now it's going to form a 3-wall at the front. So I thought was going to go ahead and go, but no, indeed. Legs now does decide to go. So, again, strategy. JJ's aware there's 10 seconds left on the jam clock. Oh, collision there. Look out. Collision at the end. Let's see who got. Okay. I believe that was JJ that accidentally knocked Sandy down. Everybody's holding. It was a 13-point jam. As I said, roughly 1 minute to go until halftime. We got Dolly Spartan on the jammer line for Arizona.
And Creep Suzette for the Tilted Thunder. I keep wanting to say Railbirds, but it's roller derby.
Hey, it is. But it's a new thing. I did the same thing a couple of times the first time I announced their bout because I'm used to it too. It's all right. Everything is new and changing, right?
There is Dolly Spartan out in the front as your lead jammer. There's Skeletori and Antifa.
Yeah. So now there go around the outside. Dolly just finds a small opening along the rail and gets through. Kind of just trying to find a way through still as Creep Suzette and just kind of Skeletori just sort of work their way down.
I feel like Dolly went on the high and just teleported to the other side because I don't know how that happened.
Dolly's like Nightcrawler and X-Men just. Anyway, there goes Dolly through that. As I wasn't intending to make the sound effect at that moment, but that's kind of what happened. 5 seconds left, and Dolly's coming in for a final attempt. Up to the high side, MK Ultra tries to close the door. Dolly fights along the rail and gets past Elaphobia.
Because the clocks are at 0, that means it is halftime.
It
Switch
does.
benches.
Yeah. We were watching the count there. There was only 2 seconds between the jam and game clocks, but the game clock did expire. So we will check on the. All right, score has been added. It took us a second to get a couple of clerical things sorted out. The score is in there. It was a 20-point jam for the Hot Shots to close out the first half, so obligatory mention of the double headlights. We'll step aside for 14 minutes and 22 seconds to be specific. Be back with the second half of this bout. Mary, thanks for doing a fantastic job. All right, Derby fans, we're back to it in the second half. We've got Legs Get 'em at the jammer line for the Tilted Thunder League All-Star team, and Scaren Jaeger for, no, that's Thigh Voltage, excuse me. I didn't recognize my own boss. That's Thigh Voltage out there. Your lead jammer for the Arizona Hotshots. Making their way back to the pack with some speed and alacrity. Weaving down, Novocaine is a personal enforcer. And Volti calls it off. I sort of liked how Novocaine just swung off the rail and was like, follow me. I'd follow Novocaine if Novocaine was clearing a path for me. Wise idea. 4 points for the Hotshots. We have Joliet Jane on the jammer line for the Hotshots, excuse me, and Elaphobia number 00. Elaphobia number 00 for Tilted Thunder. If I'm a little tired, it might be showing through at this point. Joliet Jane is going to just kind of weave through the pack and get clear for the Hotshots. Elaphobia is driving the back wall of the Hotshots forward, or trying to. Now just trying to squeeze by and just push by on the rail, and just gets by one skater. Now is going to get pinned up there by Mimi. Meanwhile, JJ coming around for another scoring pass. It's kind of fascinating back there at the back of the pack. Elaphobia still fighting, tries to tiptoe by on the coping. Up to the high side, it almost gets by Mimi, can't do it. And there goes JJ to finish off another scoring pass. Ella has to get up at the back of the pack and appears now to be ready to switch into jammer defense mode with 14 seconds to go in this jam. JJ up to the point of the turn and then weaves down, angles right back through the corner to finish off the scoring pass. And JJ was barreling back to the pack. I was watching it. Sandra Slay O'Connor running a clinic on how to pivot by calling out 10 seconds when there is 10 seconds. As ever, I'm always going to call out good pack behavior. We bet, well, I was going to say, Cherry will not be out reversed.
No, she will not.
And we've got Cherry Kiss for Arizona, obviously, and then that is
Creep Suzette for Tilted Thunder.
Right. And
Cherry just
look out.
takes a little hippity hop over MK Ultra. Creep Suzette taken low by Jolly Spartan and Antifa.
Creep now is going to still is pinned in behind Skeletori down there, entering the back straightaway, fighting to get by. Mid-pack. Here comes Cherry with 18 seconds left on the jam clock. And Cherry shakes on through the pack. There's 8 seconds left. Cherry now closing in down the back straightaway. Able to get by a sliding block from MK Ultra. Just got through there in time. Finishes off another scoring pass and calls it off.
We've got Murder Mittens on jammer line for the Hotshots.
That's a 20-point jam for the Hotshots on the board there. This is going to be Legs Get 'em once again for Tilted Thunder.
Good job, Cherry.
And Murder Mittens down to the inside is able to kind of weave their way around Crash and get out. A couple of skaters down and a small but tightly bunched pack in the corner. Now fighting through. Legs Get 'em still trying to fight through and in with a head of steam and through the pack.
The Arizona Derby Dames Hotshots wall is a constant movement of recycling because of the Tilted Thunder offense. Legs Get 'em was out. Murderman's tried to play a little bit of a jammer defense. Is coming around for a few more points and is going to call it.
It's 14 for the Hotshots. 10:30 to go here in the third quarter. Hotshots are going to send Antifa to the jammer line.
For what I believe is the first time.
For it, maybe. I'm not sure.
For this game.
You know what? I'll roll with it. I'll let you do stats for this one.
Okay.
It's first time.
And Elaphobia for the Tilted Thunder.
All right. Sounds good.
Roller Derby. Not Railbirds.
Right.
Antifa takes a little bit of a spill on the front, but is able to get up and maneuver around the last person she needed to get around. Elaphobia stuck in the back with Novocaine, Thigh Voltage, and Hollyhood. Antifa re-entering the pack, was able to just kind of scoot around everybody.
Oh, wow. Ella just head faked Nova. Nova's got a huge grin on her face. Ella sold that one. That was something. Elaphobia was right along the inside coping, and Novocaine looked, and then Elaphobia just, gave the slightest little tick to the right, and then just blasted off to the left. And I would have to say, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to pull one over on Novocaine, where Novocaine tumbles to the infield. So that was quite a head fake by Elaphobia. Meanwhile, that was 9 points for Arizona there. Arizona topped up over 300 a couple jams ago. It's 8:59 to go in the third quarter. Sandra Slay O'Connor, my other boss on the jammer line.
And MK Ultra for Tilted Thunder.
Sandy's up to the front of the pack and kind of runs into that Tilted Thunder 3 wall. Comes back. Lightning was coming on to help. MK Ultra runs into Lightning, but goes up to the high side, kind of deflected off that block of Lightning, and now gets caught by Mimi. It was
We had some Thunder and Lightning action going on up there. The hips, they were both taking MK Ultra up to the high simultaneously.
MK Ultra gets out of the pack. MK Ultra took a shoulder from Lightning and absorbed it.
Yeah.
And as Sweet Feet can tell you, that's not easy.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, right? Yeah. The last time I saw that happen, a man almost got knocked out of the arena. So for MK Ultra to just absorb that with their collarbone is not bad.
It's so impressive.
Pretty solid. It is, and it just I don't know. Again, I'm gonna start talking, and gonna miss 3 jams.
We
because of how
got
much I like this.
Hollyhood and Legs Get 'em.
Yeah. Hollyhood back here. Everybody's waiting. There we go. Hollyhood, with the head of steam as always, goes around the outside and is lead jammer for the Hot Shots. Legs Get 'em, trying to fight by. Dolly's going to chase her up to the high side. Fighting, still fighting, trying to get through. Hollyhood whizzing by around the outside. Legs Get 'em, struggling to push that tripod out of the way, up into the rail. Hollyhood casually proceeding on by down along the coping. Now Legs is going to get up and is going to get pinned in by Cherry. Cherry tries to go inside. Legs up around Tori. Here comes Hollyhood. Hood gets through along the inside once again as they're focused on trying to get Legs out of the pack if possible. 9 seconds left on the clock. Hollyhood once again down along the inside. Legs gets bumped off again, tries to get off the track. Dolly Spartan bumps Legs off the track, spins up to the middle of the track, and prepared to block somebody else. That'll bring it into the jam. It's another 20 for Arizona.
Wow.
It's 6:33 to go here in the third quarter. And we are looking at Ash Smash'em for Arizona.
And Elaphobia for Tilted Thunder. Elaphobia is bouncing a little bit. I don't know if it's to the music or just in anticipation, but
I would say it's in time with the music. I'm going to go ahead and say it's Enter Sandman. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragon's fire, and a baked apple pie.
Ash goes around the high and is able to get out. It's a small pack, tiny pack.
It is, yeah, small pack. A lot of penalties in that last jam.
Yeah. And Tilted Thunder momentarily was playing some defense. Looks like they're just trying to get their jammer out right now. Elaphobia able to get out on the high. Ash Smash him. Oh, Scared Jaeger, that was a great job at offense.
A great, nice sweeping block. Got 67 rows off the track. Elaphobia catching up, and Ash calls it off. And just Ash Smash'em doing Ash Smash'em stuff, just knocking over Rose, placing Rose on the ground and then just casually stepping over Rose and proceeding on with her day. It's Ash stuff.
Oh, but I think Ash got a penalty.
That may have been a penalty. See, all right, well, I guess I shouldn't have been bragging on that.
We
My
got
bad.
a Tilted Thunder power jam!
That's right. We've got Creep Suzette on the jammer line. Somebody in chat holler at us. I can't remember what Crepe Suzette is, and I don't have time to look at my phone. I'm announcing a roller derby bout. Tell us what Crepe Suzette is. I think it's like oranges. Anyway, Crepe Suzette, the power jam for Tilted Thunder. My dinner plans are not the important part. It's the power jam. Up to the high side. Let's see. Trying to fight through. I was going to say, now that wall at the front, that's Novocaine and Thigh Voltage coming together to keep Creep pinned into the pack. Now Skeletori joining as well. That's your 3-wall for Arizona. Now get some help in there trying to disturb things. That's MK Ultra just trying to drive a doorstop between the 3-wall.
Yeah. It looks like they're playing the accordion quite effectively. Tilted Thunder has captured Thigh Voltage, but because Volti came off of the track, the pack was split again.
Just 2 seconds left at this point, and everybody's aware of it, so that'll do it. Absolutely stalwart defensive effort by the Arizona Derby Dames. Hot Shots penalty kill. So, 3:47 to go, third quarter. It's Sandra Slay O'Connor for Arizona.
And legs get 'em for Tilted Thunder Roller Derby. Sandy's wearing scrapper shorts. I just noticed that.
Well, and a scrapper's helmet, to be fair. You just can't see right now.
That was such good offense. There was a Tilted Thunder wall, and then there wasn't.
And look out, it was a jammer race. Sandy called it off. Yeah, I was going to say legs get him was coming in. Sandy with a big smile on her face, and they slap hands.
I was just so, amazed.
Yeah, specifically what? Because it's things like people like me don't know what was it?
It was a sweep. I think it was a low sweep by, I don't even know who, but whoever that was great. Good job.
And what makes a low sweep different than this is Dolly Spartan, by the way, and we'll get to this
So
in
a low sweep is just when you are on the low side of the wall and you push upwards. So
it's
the
a sweep,
the jammer
like a
can
sweep
go
up
low
instead of a sweep down.
Yeah,
I get you. Thank you. That completely contextualizes it for me. Dolly Spartan is out of the pack. No, that makes total sense. I was like, are you? I get it now. You're saying you mash them up into the rail.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See, that makes sense. You simplify things for me. I can figure out what you mean. That's legs. Excuse me. It's not legs get him. It's Amelia Bearhart.
Yeah.
Was just grinding along the rails. Skeletori finishing off the personal job of blocking that one. Took the rail all the way down to the inside.
Skeletori and Cherry Kiss in the back playing some really good defense.
Dolly Spartan to the high side, and Dolly Spartan literally just caught 2 blockers by surprise, being really fast. So we have 11 seconds left on the jam clock. Amelia Bearhart is going to line up at the back of the pack with Ellaphobia, and there they go. They were able to get Ella with that help. With another set of eyes back there to time it well, Ellaphobia gets up into there, blocks Dolly, and keeps, I believe, we will have to see if they agree, and I won't say it again until we're sure. 13. So there you go. With that excellently well-timed block, they cut 2 points off of the jam. So they may not have scored 2 points, but it's a net gain of 13 instead of 15.
Right.
That's math. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Derby math.
Derby math, right. Derby math never lies. So, Sandra Slay O'Connor.
Legs get him taking the low. Unfortunately, Mimi Mahler was waiting for them. Meanwhile, Sandra Slay O'Connor is out. Coming around on her scoring pass and just skids by on the high.
Down on the low, I see a couple of long brunette ponytails, so I would have to guess that Thunder and Lightning are happening.
Yeah, they are.
Here comes Sandra Slay O'Connor to the high side. It zips by along the rail. Both the pivot and the jammer for Tilted Thunder were down on the inside. Watching here and trying to just shove everybody into the way. Everybody went low. And so I suppose that would be a high sweep because they pushed everybody down to the inside and Sandy went around the outside, yeah?
Yes.
There you go. All right, see? Now I can use that in bouts. You help me learn
High
something.
sweeps are most effective in turn 1 and turn 3. Low.
I get it.
Low sweeps are most effective in turn 1 and turn 3. High sweeps are most effective in turn 4 and turn 2.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Because
geometric.
the corners, because of
Right, yeah.
they're wider.
I get it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right,
Once
so
again,
you
we
use
got the
cherry
battle
kiss.
of who can be farthest.
Right.
And that means it's Creep Suzette and Cherry Kiss.
That's correct. Underway we go. They're both going to take off for the pack. Cherry was up high and then just sort of spun in the air and landed on the low and took off, I guess, is the best way to explain what just happened. Otherwise, words fail me. Up to the high side goes Legs Get 'em and is going to get locked into a defensive battle trying to push by Aunt Tifa. Not able to do it, and Tifa just spins Legs Get 'em off to another blocker. Legs now bounces off and gets clear. Try to keep this to one final scoring attempt for Cherry Kiss.
It looks like that was the last jam, of the third quarter.
It was indeed. So, take a 5-minute break. We will be back with the final quarter of this bout. We will be back with your score check right now, 389 to 15 in favor of Arizona. So we'll step aside momentarily. Live screen's already to commercial. Wanted to tell everybody here in the arena, don't forget, at the conclusion of this bout here in the arena, live stream will know this, but don't forget to stick around for the awards ceremony. We'll have our awards. Each team's going to get their most valuable blocker, most valuable jammer, and most valuable overall. I like the fact that I watch enough Derby now that I'm at the fan level where I start deciding who I think will be MVP and then seeing if I'm right. So I'll keep that to myself because, whatever, my opinion doesn't matter. It's the people who vote that matter. So, but it's interesting. I'm kind of, as I do, I'm keeping track of it during the tournament and seeing kind of if I think I'm right. And, again, if I am, then I guess I'm perceiving it right. What's up?
Yeah. We got Juliet Jane up for Arizona Derby Dames and Creep Suzette for Tilted Thunder.
As we get back to the action here in the fourth quarter, 15 minutes on the clock. Creep Suzette is going to try to wind along the inside. Juliet Jane, nifty move. Spins around, lands the landing, and is going to complete a scoring pass.
Transition.
Still a tightly bunched pack kind of coming down. I was watching JJ close in. The pack was just kind of roiling coming up in here in the turn. And JJ finished off another scoring pass as they're going to go ahead and kind of grind by us here. And just saw Amelia Bearhart trying to physically open a path for Creep Suzette as JJ went by along the inside. There's 11 seconds left on the jam clock now. And JJ finishing off another scoring pass. Creep did get out as well. And that's going to do it for the clock. So we did want to mention that during the quarter break, the referees did send up word to remind for the live stream audience that the Tilted Thunder Railbirds, see, I just did it. Tilted Thunder Roller Derby, see, told you, don't worry about it. Tilted Thunder Roller Derby is voluntarily skating a skater down to conserve their skater's energy. And they wanted to advise that that may lead to extended breaks between. So if it seems like things are moving slowly between jams, it's just to give Tilted Thunder time to rotate skaters in and out as needed. That's all we wanted to communicate, just in case things seem sluggish or the numbers don't make sense. We're just reminding you that that's what's going on. Cherry Kiss now catching up to the pack.
That's Legs Get 'em out in the front with Holly Hood, almost.
Yeah, trying to get around,
spin.
and then Hood, yeah, they both spun, and then Hood finishes the block, which is what you're supposed to do. And here, yep.
Legs Get 'em might be joining. Oh, High Voltage shakes Legs Get 'em off. A little pile up there.
All right, now fighting up around. Cherry Kiss to the outside. Cherry Kiss fighting their way through the pack. And then we have at the very back of the pack,
About 10 seconds left, Cherry calls it.
Let's take a look. I heard somebody say arms. Let's see. Oh, it was white for arms. And do we have a challenge? I don't think we do. Do we have a challenge? I believe we do. No.
Oh, timeout, not
a challenge, just a team timeout by Coach Troy McClure for the Hot Shots. So we'll have to see at the moment. We're setting up for a power jam for Tilted Thunder Roller Derby. So 12:22 to go here in regulation. Back to the action momentarily. We wanted to one more time give a shout out to our friends at Arizona Roller Derby. And I mean, let's give a shout out to all. I'm glad you're up here because I can never remember all the flat track leagues. So I want to say there's Arizona Roller Derby out in Mesa. There is Phoenix RD, which is in Peoria.
I know Arizona Roller Girls. I skate with them sometimes.
Where are they?
Also in Mesa.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And then
there's like skate
club. Yeah. Where's skate club?
That is a great question. I do not know.
Well, jump in the chat and tell us if you're not sure. But I mean, honestly, hop in the chat and let us know. We're just saying here, if you're in town watching this, I mean, I always say if you're at the Derby Arena for the first time.
If you play any kind of roller derby,
it is near you. You will find it. I mean, here, the bank track is here. We've got a bank track. There's 4 flat track leagues that I know of in Metro Phoenix. They're all over. There's Prescott, Casa Grande. Think of how many there are around the state.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, anywhere in Arizona, anywhere in the country, you can find roller derby near you at the speed, skill level, and gender or not of your preference.
We've got, so that's MK Ultra skating this power jam for Tilted Thunder.
Yeah, so it is still a power jam after all. And the timeout was because there's only 2 blockers for Arizona, so they needed to talk strategy.
They have the least amount of people they can have on the track at a time.
That is correct. So
all Tilted Thunder needs to do is keep them separated.
What
MK Ultra is doing a really good job of just weaving.
What a move, weaved by, Murder Mittens had that time pretty well, and MK Ultra just kind of put a little more speed on it to get through. Excellent dodge of the block. 20 seconds left in the power jam. MK Ultra is going to get by again, gets by. Oh, Murder Mittens clapped her hands. She thought she had that one too, and I saw her go, afterward.
Love that.
So anyway, MK Ultra, though, blazing around the track, and it's going to, third scoring pass, gets by Murder Mittens again, and Murder Mittens is actually applauding. Look at that. Murder Mittens is given the respect.
Everybody
love
should
that.
be clapping
Give it
right
up for
now.
MK Ultra.
Everybody.
If Murder Mittens just got okey-doked on 3 straight drives and is applauding, then you all can applaud too. That is massive respect. I probably got some of his pronouns wrong. Making sure. All right, so we're setting up for the next jam. All set to go. It was a big old jam for them. That's another 15 points up on the board for Tilted Thunder as we were cheering them on. That is Skeletori for Arizona. Creep Suzette once again. Trying to find
Suzette up in the front with Nova K. Nova is out of play.
Just kind of kept coaxing Nova along until Nova was beyond the boundary. So Creep Suzette's at least going to force a quick call off here by Skeletori. And indeed, that's going to happen. Second. All right, so 4 points for the hot shots there. There's 10 minutes squarely to go in regulation. It's going to be Lightning, the queen for Arizona.
And
Legs get him. Yeah. Okay, Legs. Lightning's out. Legs is out. There we go. So Lightning's already going to throw it in. Legs get him's quick. So Lightning's going to have to work for this one. Stumbled a little bit. Lightning's really getting after it and then blasts through and calls it off. Yeah, Lightning was not messing around.
I don't know what it is about, like, this weekend or maybe tournament play in general, but, like, it feels like you are so much faster. Like, everything just gets so much quicker.
Well, but that's the beauty of, like, an all-star tournament is because it's not your imagination. It is.
Yeah, no, it really is.
It
and,
is,
like,
yeah,
yesterday from, like, the first jam of our game, of the Miners game, everything was super quick.
Well, and also, too, like, think about the minor assaults. By the way, sorry, Hollywood here, and then that is, Amelia Bearhart. You already knew that, though. Anyway, Hollywood out and clear on this jam. We'll pick that up in a moment here once this jam is over. So, Hollywood squeezes, but just barely squeezed by along the outside. That was 6-13 for Tilted Thunder trying to close the door.
Pass! Number 5, Sloan, the co-captain of Tilted Thunder, is now the jammer. Not active scorer yet, but they have the panty.
Yeah, I would say that was a pretty obvious one, so we were cool on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hollywood now coming around for another scoring attempt, and is going to run up into the rail and push by, or try to, and Amelia Bearhart, now freed of the jammerly duties, tried to get up there and block. Hollywood calls it off. What I was going to say, though, is that think about the minor assaults. All of your games so far, except for the one scrimmage against the Derby Dolls, have been scrimmages, basically. Yep. It is 100% different when, like, the scoreboard's on and there's fans in the stands cheering. And, you know, it's just like, it's like practice versus a game, kind of, even though, like I've said, the minor assaults are so good that we sell tickets to your practices.
Yep.
So, but it really is a thing. Thanks. At any rate, it's totally different when the lights are on. That's what we always say in theaters. Once the lights are on, it feels a lot different, and so your perception is correct.
Yeah.
A, it is physically faster, and B, it does feel faster too.
Yeah. Murder Mittens is out
for Arizona.
Lead. Already got all the points in that pass. I think the Tilted Thunder jammer has come down for something, so Murder Mittens is the only one up there. Legs get him, lost a toe stop.
All right, thank you for communicating. See, I would have never known that, so I appreciate you. Yeah, Legs get him an equipment malfunction, unfortunately, so Legs get him back at the bench, and they're going to be working on that momentarily, and as we said, so this becomes a de facto power jam for Murder Mittens. Murder Mittens looked around and heard the bench cheering, and I almost swear Murder Mittens was like, all right, no, I kid. Down along the inside, easily getting through there with that second score, that extra scoring pass, excuse me. All right, there's a 20-pointer, 20 points for the Hot Shots. Setting up, waiting, and like I said, this is probably going to be one of those, there we are. And a team timeout taken. Yep, absolutely. You got what, 30 seconds in which to call the timeout. So, as a certain coach has told me, there's no sense in calling the timeout right away. You might as well buy those extra 30 seconds. So that's what they were doing, was just holding and waiting for a few minutes. So team timeout, Tilted Thunder. 6:32 to go in regulation, in the last game of the tournament. And as we said this to the arena fans, but also to the fans now on the live stream. Don't forget, at the end of the bout, we are going to keep the live stream going, and we'll be handing out awards for each team. Each team's MVP, MVJ, MVO.
Speaking of the live stream, Carney Eslada, you're getting a shout out.
All right, so during this timeout, Twitch chat, everybody on the live stream, hop in the chat. What was your favorite play of the weekend? Let's get like a Sports Center top 10 going for Chingadera. Jump in the chat and let's everybody talk about what was your favorite thing you saw this weekend while you were watching. We can have that kind of rolling when the game gets back to action here. So, I mean, I saw a lot of it. I have my personal favorites, but
I did rewatch my game last night, and I must say I don't remember who was jamming, but there was one moment in turn 2 where the jammer just like swooped around me, and they did it so hard that I fell. And but it was just amazing to watch.
Yeah.
And that's Dolly's power, and there Dolly goes, and that's Creep Suzette stuck behind Novocaine, Cherry Kiss, and Thigh Voltage. Fun fact, Cherry Kiss and Novocaine are mother and daughter, and Lightning the Queen is also a part of that family. So I happen to know from experience it's really fun to skate with your family, so.
we are coming up to, we'll give a fill-in to the live stream viewers that may not know the Arizona Derby Names family tree. Meanwhile, Dolly Spartan has gotten through again, catching up now to the pack one more time. Creep Suzette is trying to push along that wall. 14 seconds left in this particular jam. Creep is up towards the high side. Pack just sort of moving along. Dolly Spartan now is weaving up, runs into Rose, runs into Creep. Just trying to push Creep out of the way, gets spun up to the outside, and Skeletori helps spring Dolly. And that'll do it for that jam. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure everybody's got like a favorite play, favorite thing. So a lot of people have been watching the whole time.
Apex
give
jumps
give us some of their
and
favorites.
watching friends skate.
There you go.
I agree. Those are awesome. That's JJ up for the Hot Shots and Amelia Bearhart for Tilted Thunder.
That's right. Amelia Bearhart is going to just stick a foot in the ground and go. Amelia's out. Now JJ's out. Boy, we got us a jammer race now. Amelia Bearhart's going to hang to the inside.
Tilted
Big strides.
Thunder. Oh, I heard a whistle. Was that? No?
Well, we'll
okay.
have to see.
Tilted
The
Thunder
action's still
should
going.
be manning on right now. Oh! JJ just
around the
stole
outside.
lead.
It's been a lead change. Let's see, we got JJ coming up to the pack now. There's still 29 seconds left on the clock. JJ is going to go up to the high side, going to get steered up into the rail, and then there's Sloan trying to get a block in, but JJ got the advantage there.
Yeah, Tilted Thunder only has 2 people out there right now.
Yeah,
so I don't
So-
know if that's because of penalties
Oh,
or.
there's the one down on the bottom. You got Sloan still out there.
Yeah.
You got jammer pivot and then a silver. So there is JJ fighting through. There's 5 seconds left on that jam clock, and that's going to expire. All right. Check the scoring there. Well, I'm going to shut the mic off for a second. They got to discuss this. All right, after that, so 4 points for Tilted Thunder. Hot Shots are put 14 on the board. 3:40 to go in regulation. We have Legs Get 'em one more time for Tilted Thunder.
And Volti? Question mark?
Yes, that is high voltage. You know how I can tell it's Volti? It's the high elbows in the stride.
I was going to say
Elbows
it's
come
the red.
way up.
It's
Yes.
the red armbands for me.
Oh, yeah. No, I tell by people's strides who they are. Old habit. Fighting through the far turn. Excuse me, another old habit. Legs Get 'em. Volti is really throwing it in there, trying to catch up, and Volti calls it off. Legs Get 'em up to the challenge, trying to catch up to the pack. So 4 for Arizona. It's going to be about 2:40 to go in regulation once this jam starts. It's going to be Lightning the Queen for Arizona, and right back here in front of us.
Legs get 'em. You're getting some love in the Twitch chat right now. So, as you should be. Yeah.
Lightning is able to get by along the outside. Tilted Thunder with the energy saving plan has only got the 2 blockers out there. So now Legs is trying to still fight against those blockers at the front of the pack. Lightning weaves around the outside. Legs is just dispatching people. I mean, Legs with their arms, trying not to get an arms penalty on Legs. Try that one on. Meanwhile, here comes Lightning the Queen. Legs trying to squeeze by on the inside. Oh, goodness. Stoppage in play. All right. All right. Everything is okay. I would love to get a full round of applause from the arena for Sloan. I don't care if they went down the stairs and didn't fall out. That's as close enough to falling out of the track for me. And I fall a lot, so I'm an expert on that. That was something. Sloan got blocked out of the track. Lightning the Queen saw it happening and screamed, which is when I jammed the off button because I thought something seriously bad had occurred. Given the fervor in my voice when I said, stoppage and play, shut the mic off, but no.
Did Lightning hit them again?
No, honestly, it was somebody in front of Lightning, but then Sloan was sliding out the track as Lightning jumped over them.
So you know the video of Sweet Feet getting knocked out by Lightning's shoulder. Lightning's face in that is just a look of pure horror.
I know, I love that.
And it's so funny.
Yeah, I clipped it.
It's only funny because Sweet Feet is okay.
Right, of course, yeah. I was gonna say I clipped that and I put a picture. of it on Lightning's Facebook wall and said new PFP inbound.
Yeah. Anyway, Lightning
everybody's
the Queen.
all right. Yeah, Sloan's okay. Yeah. Jumped up with a ta-da, so we're all good to go. It's Bank Track Roller Derby, man.
Lightning
Never
the Queen
stops.
is in the box. So number 25, Amelia Bearhart is doing a power jam
That's
for
right.
Tilted Thunder.
Amelia
Let's
Bearhart.
go number 25.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I like skaters who wear number 46 too, like carbon
Yeah.
monoxide and nobody else. I don't know. So now fighting along
It
the
is
inside.
not a roller derby exclusive. My thing with sneaky star pass.
Oh, wait,
Elaphobia is now the jammer.
yeah, they are racing around, trying to get around the outside. Gets pinned to the rail. And now is going to fight. Now trying to push those front blockers out of the way. Here comes Holly Hood. They got 19 seconds left. Elaphobia is running along the inside, and Elaphobia does get clear and is able to outrun Cherry Kiss. Cherry is just now drifting back in play. There's 6 seconds left on the jam clock. And Elaphobia, the pack, is just going to pick up speed. Ella not quite able to get all the way back around there.
Oh my gosh, is that Mimi Baller on the jammer line for the hot shots? And we've got Legs Get 'em for Tilted Thunder. Very tiny pack. Lots
Very
of
tiny
penalties.
pack. Yeah, I was going to say under a minute to go, so there's an outside chance this might be the last
was
jam.
there?
Yeah,
Hold
look
on,
at that.
I only see Volti in the box. Is there? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna- well, yeah,
I miscounted things.
Right, you're good. Well, yeah, it's the pack shortage thing
Yeah.
probably got you. Anyway, there goes Mimi along the inside.
Listen to me, but don't listen to me. Anyway.
No, I get that.
Defense is being played on Legs Get 'em by Joliet Jane and Sandy. As Mimi approaches the pack, just does her thing.
Drifted
Long
on through.
Ponytail flowing in the wind.
Yep. Quarter clock's just about to expire. There's 35 seconds left on the jam clock, so a 30-second difference. Mimi up to the high side, and now breaking free, taking off. There goes Mimi, and closing in behind Legs Get 'em. Mimi calls it off. Thought we'd have a late jammer race, but apparently not. So that does expires the.
I was going to say there's Mimi's one jam for the game because that was the last jam of regulation.
Yeah, I was going to say the quarter clock did expire, so let's wait and see if we've got penalty jam action or not. We've got Infidel Castro backing up. Looks like we're going to have a final whistle. That's going to do it.
Yay!
We have completed the final bout of Chingadera 2024. Let's come on down trackside and let your favorite skaters know our final two teams to compete. Arizona will be coming by first. They're attacking in here. Arizona's coming on by. Everybody slapping hands. Everybody let Arizona know, good job. And now, as Arizona comes down, I want every person in this arena to raise the roof for Tilted Thunder. You let them hear it. We're glad you're here. All right, that brings the official game action to a close. We will be beginning the awards ceremony momentarily, so that's probably just about going to wrap it up for me, finally. I'm sure you all are sick of my voice. Mary, you can hop on that mic there so I can let you know. Thank you so much for announcing.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well,
I always love announcing with you.
Well, it's great. I mean, I love having, I love having a skater sitting beside me because it's like I said, I don't know things that you do, so it's really good to have a knowledgeable skater here. Like I said, that thing you told me about low sweep, high sweep, and that makes total sense. I've been watching this 7 years. I never knew what that was. So that's the beauty of having somebody who knows derby really well like you sitting next to me, you know? So anyway, I'm going to shut that mic off. They're going to probably take the wireless down there and get ready for the awards ceremony. It's been a pleasure to bring you lots of roller derby the last 2 days.
I want to thank everyone for coming and skating and watching, whether that's on the live stream or in
Absolutely.
person.
Thanks for tuning in on the live stream, of course. I want to thank all the volunteers, every volunteer involved, everybody who has picked up a piece of trash or, I don't know, carried food. Anybody who did anything this weekend to help the tournament go, you can take pride in helping have helped.
Yep.
So thanks to all the volunteers as well.
Thank you. And thank you, Arizona Derby Dames, for putting this on so we can do this. All right, yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for the award ceremony. Yep, that's it from us. Thank you. Goodbye.
have at least one representative from each team come to the infield, that would be awesome. We're going to be giving out our MVP awards. We have some cool Chingadera awards for you. And then one of our league sponsors, Siphon Draw Apothecary, has also donated some wonderful gift bags for our MVPs as well. Yeah, anybody who wants to come out here is welcome to. Yay, everybody come into the infield. Perfect. Oh, everybody please come off the high end of the track. If you could come to the low or to the infield, that'd be wonderful. The track's old.
Yeah, well, essentially
Safe,
what we're
it's
saying,
safe,
don't
she's
sit on the
safe, but
upper
old.
edge. You can sit on the lower edge or the, yeah, just don't sit
All
up,
right.
don't sit up against
We
the
will
kick
start
plate.
with the MVPs for LA DDX. If we have a representative, which we do have quite a few LA Derby dolls here, for our wonderful. All right, for DDX, our MVP overall is Jaeger Bomb. Come on up here. Our MVJ for the tournament is Baby V. And our most valuable blocker is Jesus. All right, for the Arizona Derby Dames, our MVP overall is Jaeger, Scaring Jaeger. Our MVJ is Cherry Kiss. And our MVP is Mimi Mahler. And then we're going to do our MVPs for Tilted Thunder. Sorry, there's some edits on the sheets. Okay. Our most valuable blocker is Creep. Our most valuable jammer is MK Ultra. And the MVP overall is Crash. And then our MVP overall for San Diego is Slamurai. I don't know if anyone from San Diego is here. We'll hold them for you. They'll be up here for you. MVJ for San Diego is Kim Kong. And our MVB for San Diego is Lala Tiburona. Yay, thank you everybody so much. Don't forget, we're gonna have our after party at Wilderness Brewery. It's on Roosevelt Street, just a few miles from here. Is there an official time for that? Just after this, right now. Thank you so much, everybody. We will be cleaning the warehouse, so if you're a worker or a hotshot that would like to help, we will be cleaning up and sweeping, so don't leave.